Hi, this program is going to help you to understand when a method is getting overridden and when a method is getting overloaded. So when you have like one class, it will be very easy for a person to say whether the method is overloaded. But when you have like two classes and also when you have inheritance coming in the picture, there comes a confusion whether a method has got overridden or it is overloaded. So let's see an example. So I have a class called restaurant, and the restaurant is going to have is having a connection with its class called chef. So in chef, I have a method called today's menu. It is if you look at the method signature, it's a method with no arguments in it, and it is just going to print you like the menu from the chef, and it is going to say print this soup and the pastries. And I have one more method, and that is taking an argument called a string argument of type string, and it is the value is like topping. So when I say method signature, I'm only specifying about the method name and the type of the argument that it is taking inside it. So method signature means like it will be talking about the number of arguments that are going to be taken in the method, the order of the arguments, and the type of the argument. So why am I emphasizing on the method signature? Because that's the key to differentiate whether a method is going to be overloaded or overridden. So now that we have only one class, it is like if I'll be having one more class called get cake order. So let's take that, and I'm going to put that here. And here let me say I have one more string, and that is going to take geez. So now if you look at this class chef, I have get cake order method, which is like twice repeated, but the arguments that it is taking is different. If you see the signature, this takes only one argument and this takes only two arguments. So I can easily tell that this method has got overloaded. Now let's remove this and let's create one more class. Class called orders. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the copy of this whole class, all the methods present in the class chef, and I'm going to put that in this. So now I'm going to take this thing like menu from the waiter. I'm changing it, and so that we know the difference. So now I have the same method name in a different class, and also I'm going to extend this class from chef. So I'm extending this class from the chef, and then here I'm trying to change the implementation of how the class used to work. So here, like I have the same method name, and I'm also following the same method signature. When I follow the same method signature, I am going to override, because the key point to overload, I should either change the argument, or I should change the type of argument, or I should change the order of the argument. So the key to do a overloading, you have to change the method signature. Where else? Now let's see, we have one more method, and that is like cake order. I'm following the same signature. When I follow the same signature, I'm going to do overriding. So now this thing is going to take toppings, and I'm calling a method called add cutlery. So at the chef, I don't need any cutlery, like I don't need any spoons, so I'm returning like false. But like when I'm going to get the order, like the waiter is going to provide the customer with cutleries. So here I'm trying to override this method. I'm trying to override this method, and I'm going to pass true because I want to give them the spoons or plates, whatever. So this at this place, when the cake order is going to be taken, I'm going to pass it as true. Now let's see. Now I'm going to create an object for orders. Orders is equals to new orders is dot My first method is going to be today's menu, and I have one more method called get cake order. So in the cake order, it needs a topping called, so let's pass extra cream. So let's run this. So I have method called today's menu. I have method called today's menu. Like inside, I have tweaked it to show that it is from the waiter. So the thing that is now the functionality which I'm showing is called overriding. I'm so far I have not overloaded it. I have two classes. I have overridden now. Now let's overload the get cake order in the child class. So this is my parent class chef, and like I'm extending it. So now I'm going to overload it. So let's say, so since it is Christmas cake, so let's say I can say what we can add. So say extra cherry we can say cutlery. So and now I'm going to cherry. Now let's do this and get cake order. Now, if you look at it, I am still able to access the method from the parent, which is get cake order, which is like, which takes only one parameter, which is topping. Now, let's say get, now when I'm going to pass two methods, let's disable this. And I need extra vanilla in it and say that I need extra cherry. Let's run this. So now I have the same method which is present in the parent, which takes only one argument. But now in the child, I have passed two argument. So at this point, I am not overriding it. I am actually overloading it. So now let's say, now let us call the child class doesn't have this method at all, but I'm still calling it. So if you see, I have overloaded the get cake order with by passing one more parameter like in the method signature, I have modified the signature. When I'm modifying the signature, I'm automatically overloading it. When I'm not modifying the signature, I am overriding it with inheritance. And that is it all about. And thank you.